up? Good afternoon. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm like struggling with my phone setup, trying to get it good so you guys can not only see me, but hear me. Let me see if I put this here. Let's try that. Whoop, whoop. If you can't hear me, please let me know. I am getting ready for the day, a little later than usual. I just was on my stories and I was like, I'm going live because this is taking too long on stories. So I've already done my Love Beam Skin Perfector, and then I used the dark pink to color correct. I had a pimple here, and so it left a little bit of a discoloration. Fun times of getting older. And then I just covered it up until my retinol gets rid of it with the dark pink color corrector. And then I went in my under eyes with the light pink. Okay, and it's cream, and I love cream makeup, especially for us gals that are all right. So anyway, I'm trying to set this up. Hopefully you guys can like hear me and it's all good. If not, tell me about it. All right, let's just hope it stays put. Okay, so anyway, I'm just taking this brush that I have. It's kind of like, I guess, a kabuki brush. It's from Merit. I hated the Merit makeup, full disclosure. I just did not like it, but they had really good customer service because when I reached out to them for a return, they let me keep everything I purchased and they refunded me, which I thought was actually pretty nice considering. I don't know how many people probably scam them, but that's not my problem. Anyway, I just didn't like it. It didn't do anything. I felt like the Merit was like, I didn't feel like I had any kind of makeup on. Like maybe it would be good if I was just trying to even out my skin, but in that case, I would just use like a tinted moisturizer. Like that's what it felt like. And I wanted to believe the hype, but it just wasn't it for me. So anyway, I'm going in with that bronzer color, a contour color, excuse me. It's the darker color. And it's always the shape of a 3 with bronzer. And what I like about this one is it's not too cool and not too warm, so I could use it as a bronzer or a contour, even though it's meant to be a contour. Does that make sense? And then I take the end of this brush, which is my favorite brush. It's IT Cosmetics, their all over complexion brush, and it is seriously my favorite. I've had it for years now, and it's so good. So I like to take that contour, go along the side of my nose, and then drag it up and over into my eyes like this. Boop. It's like my little favorite trick. And then I'll use the other side of this brush to kind of make sure the cream is all blended and smoothed out. And then, I wish I knew where my hair clip was. That's all right. And then what I will do is we're gonna do a little concealer. So I was gonna go with my NARS OG. I could conceal. Let's just show you the whole thing. Let's conceal with the actual concealer that's in here so you can really get a good vibe for it. I am doing well, thank you. I'm, as you all can see, just adjusting, trying to get into like a routine, trying to get the house all set up. Something I've been working on is just trying to have patience. Like I'm the kind of person, number one, I can't live out of boxes. So we're all unpacked. I needed to get like organized, everything needed a place. And then I really want to decorate, but I don't want to just like slap things on a wall just because. And a lot of times what flows for you in one space doesn't necessarily flow in a new space. So I'm just like slowly decorating. But anyway, I'm trying to get adjusted, essentially, all set up. So let's see. Okay. So blend it all out. That was the concealer. It's light. It's not a heavy. It's like, I would consider this like coverage wise, definitely buildable, but more like medium. Okay. If I wanted a heavier under eye coverage, I could go in on top now with a liquid once I'm done with all my creams. But I'm keeping it super simple today and hydrated. And a little tip that I like to do, even though I put the light pink color corrector under, sometimes I like to just take a little bit on the sponge and just go back in and connect it. And then when I do my blush, I always use a nice bright pop of pink like here and here, and it kind of just like blends it all together. I'm loving Florida winter, you guys. It is glorious. Florida winter is what I wish all year round was. It's so like chilly out and I love it. Like everyone's freaking out. I see people in like coats and I'm like, guys, it's not that cold. but I do love it. All right, so we're all blended. We gotta like fix these brows up. I already hit them with the pencil a little bit. I'm going to, where is it? I'm gonna set my under eye, but I'm not seeing my pink. Hold the phone, guys. Where is it? Am I crazy? I usually set my under eye, here it is. I have this one size pink powder, I love it. Yes, you need to get your hands on this makeup, it's so good. And honestly, like I don't need a zillion extra things. You can do your whole face with that little palette, and then you just need your like blushes. The other thing I was going to say is there is a BOGO sale. So I did link it on my stories, but I'll show you at the end. My favorite mascara is on BOGO. There are some other great items in there, and it's so affordable. It's great. All right, so I'm just dusting off that light pink. I also set with a light pink on my under eye. It helps to keep it nice and bright. If I would say, you could go right in with light pink depending on your skin tone. You might want to mix like the light pink and like a translucent that maybe has a little, like this is Pound Cake from Huda Beauty, and I love it. So sometimes I think depending on what my skin tone is looking like, if I'm tan or not, I like to mix. So it's not super pink or super white. But I do love both of these. I also love the setting powder that's right in here. So there is a setting powder in here, and it has 20 SPF. So I can put a little bit of that right here to not only make sure that that coverage stays that I put there, but it gives me a little added extra sun protection because I don't want the dark spot to get darker. So there's just so many perks here. I don't know about you guys, whenever I'm doing my makeup, my lips drive me crazy when there's nothing on them. So this is the Benefit Lip and Cheek Tint, and I'll just like put on my lips so at least they look like they're alive while I'm doing my makeup. This is what's on sale. Literally buy one, get one. I'm telling you, don't sleep on it. Grab it. You're gonna be obsessed. We're gonna do simple eye today. I'm gonna use this. I haven't used this in like a hot second. Let me just blend it out with my finger. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. It is a creamy eyeshadow. I wanna say it's the color Oyster. Let's take a look. It is Oyster Pearl. It's kind of like a smoky brownie topaz. Did I say topaz? Smoky brownie. Wow, what a description. And I'm literally just gonna use my finger, no rhyme or reason, and kind of just blend it on the top. Let me show you my little tricks. And let me show you, you gotta trust the process. And I'm gonna put a little bronzer on that. And then I always put bronzer underneath. Super simple. I'm not really a big eyeshadow girl. Another great Celeste product is this Inner Corner Highlight. I love it. It's not only it's big and chunky, you could use it as they have a bunch of colors. They're eyeshadow crayons. This one, and it's waterproof. This is just literally #1. So good. Trying to find, here it is. It's my eyeshadow powder from Anastasia. So after I color my brows in with the pencil, I like to hit them with the powder. I feel like it sets it. So I'll go like this. Okay. And then we need a little bit of this. A little brow glue, a little goes a long way, especially with this one. This is the NYX brow. And I just like use my finger and press up and press it in. And then you can let it dry for a second and kind of make sure the shape is exactly how you want it, and then leave it. And it doesn't flake or get crusty. We're gonna do mascara. I'm gonna do one side of my eye. You scared me. One side of my eye, and then we'll do the other. No, you can have lunch if you're hungry, dear, not Oreos.
But I don't really want to eat Oreo.
Okay, if you eat your lunch, you can have an Oreo. Sound good?
No.
Oh, well, we'll talk about it in a second. All right, we're gonna do my right eye. So, this is too hard to do on the phone. I'm just gonna blink into it. This is the False Lashes mascara. This is the one I keep raving about. I've been using it for months now. I used to use a Lancome one and I stopped because I was spending $1 million on mascara that wasn't good until it dried out, and then it dried out too quickly. And this one is ophthalmology, dermatology tested, UK standard makeup. We love that. Super clean. And this is just like no primer, no curler. Look at the difference. Like, look how good that is. I love this freaking mascara. It never runs. I don't have raccoon eyes. It's so good, and it's easy to wash off. So that's a plus too. And it's not waterproof, but it sure as well might be because, or should be, because it literally is so good. I have gone swimming with this, and like, yeah, of course, eventually it starts to come off on your face, but like I could like jump in the water and come out and it's like still there. Yeah, look at that. That's literally no curler, no primer. So good. I don't use collagen powder, so I have no idea how to tell you when you'll see results. So I'm sorry, I do not use a collagen powder. I saw that. This is another mascara as well from Celeste, different type of brush. It's like a fluffy kind of brush, which is what I'm typically used to. And sometimes this is what I'll do. After that one, this one kind of like thickens them up even just a little bit more. Woohoo! So good. So use my link on my stories today. Grab this bad boy while you can get it. It's on BOGO. Don't miss a sale. Trying to help you save your coins this holiday season, but also to get quality products. All right, we're gonna use a little bronzer. I didn't finish the other eye on purpose because I wanna be able to quickly go on stories after this because not everybody watches these lives, and show them one eye versus the other eye. So we're gonna do just one side. But the bronzer, always a shape of a 3. So I'm coming around and then under the jawline and down the neck. This brush is so old. It's a Real Techniques brush. I love this for bronzer. And I found it when we were moving. I feel like I just didn't know where it was for forever. So I was using my Dips Beauty brush, which is great. This one's so much better because I feel like I can build without it being like too heavy, you know? So remember, always in a 3. So good. And then, last but not least for the day, we're gonna do a little blush. Actually, I have this blush, which is so good, from also Celeste. It's Terracotta Stardust. It's so pretty, and I'm gonna use that. So we're gonna use the Dibs Beauty brush here. I like it because it does have a shimmer in it. Just a light little shimmer. It's like a deep rose color. Again, buildable, has like a built-in shimmer. And then what I'll do is take this like hot pink here, these 2 pinks, I like to mix them, and right here, just to keep that brightness, the under eye brightness I was talking about, I'll do that bright pink right there. And that's it. Trench my face, dry it down. Also, Dibs came out with a limited edition highlighter, which is amazing, by the way. It's a powder, but with like this creamy consistency. I can't even tell you, it's probably the best highlighter I've ever used. I'll tell you why I love it. Because look how blendable. I'm just putting out my high points. You can use a brush, you can use your finger. You do not get that like, I don't know, 2000, what year was that when we did that? Like 2000, probably 15, the highlighter, how we used to do it, where it was just like a stripe. It gives more of like an all over highlight. So pretty. Can do like the little Cupid's bow here. Really helps make that area pop. This is the shade Moonlit Glow. Love. Like, literally obsessed. So that's it. I'm gonna go finish my other eye, go make my girl some lunch, and we're gonna go enjoy the rest of this day. Thanks for joining me. And I gotta do my lips too. we're just gonna go in with this brown moment. Let's just do, I love a good brown. And I just blend it with my finger. We just love a brown moment. Got really quiet. And then, what shade is this? Falling for You? Maybe we'll try this today. Oh yeah. Super pretty. Sagra. I love all the lip glosses because they are not sticky. Super creamy and hydrating. Like sometimes if I'm out, if I forget chapstick, I'll just put my Sagra on and it's just so hydrating. So I'm gonna go finish the other side. Love you guys. Have a good day.